Oh, well, that was pretty horrible. There we were motoring because there was no wind, calm, sunset, and darkness. It was beginning. The light was beginning to go a bit. So, and then I realised that in fact, the wind was had come ahead, 11 knots. So I thought, oh, I'll try turning off the engine, see whether we've got some wind to sail with, which we began to do. I had the main centred and the genoa furled in. Anyway, so then I thought, okay, we'll put a little bit of genoa out, and then I was beginning to think, well, it is getting dark, maybe, because I had full main by now, in full main out. Maybe I should take a reef in because it's coming into nightfall and it is 11 knots. Maybe that wind might build. And then I looked ahead and I suddenly realised that there was this dark mass of grey cloud, and I could somehow sense that the wind was definitely building. So having put a little bit of genoa out, fortunately not too much, I then decided maybe I'd drop the main a little bit, take a reef in, and then the wind was building, so I took another reef in, but I was having a problem pulling the reef lines. The first reef line didn't want to know at all, and the third also wasn't too good. The luff was not too bad. That was coming in, fortunately. The second reef lines, the luff and the leech clue and the tack lines, were coming in well, which was just as well because they were the only ones really that were doing anything. And yeah, the wind was building, so now we've got from nothing, we've now got 25 knots of wind. 25 knots of wind, a few problems with the reefing lines. In fact, I went to the mast a couple of times. It was getting pretty... Oh yeah, the genoa sheet got caught as well in a pole on deck. So I had to go forward and release the sheet from the pole jaws. So it all got a little bit fraught. Anyway, I think we're okay. I've dropped the main. I think I've tried to put the third reef in. I think I've more or less got it in. Suddenly the third reef line did give, so I was able to pull that in tight, and the second reef line was in anyway. I don't know what's happening with the first reef line. It's too dark to see, and we're just, we're okay at the moment. We're going along at, what have we got, 25 knots of wind, probably a little bit more. On the port, fine on the port side, it's coming in that way, and we're making up to about 6 knots, anything from between 4.5, 5.5, 6 knots. So I think we're okay for now. We're a little bit wet. We did have a few waves breaking over the boat slightly, and my back got a bit wet, my hair got a bit wet, but that's okay, we're fine. So I'm just so pleased that I thought of taking a reef in, and then I felt the wind building, and I, just dropped the main. I took in a third reef. It's all's well that ends well, but it was a good thing I did what I did when I did, because we had full main up, and we would have really had a problem if that wind had come up to 25 knots with the full main. It's a pretty big main, fully battened main, pretty powerful. So I think it's time to get some food.